Hello, 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 everyone. It has been so long since I have been on YouTube or at least did a video. As I told you guys, I was in Dubai. I was there for 11 days and came home and then went back out to Dallas for Thanksgiving. And I have been so worn out. You could not imagine how mixed up you are when you're staying in a country that's 10-hour difference from the country you're from. And then when you get back home, an older person, believe me, it takes a long time to readjust to the hours because you come home, you're back to your natural schedule. So if you're busy during the day, you're still going to be busy during the day. And by 5 o'clock, I'm exhausted and I'd sleep until like 12 or 1 and be woke fresh like it's a new day. So I have been having problems with that. It's slowly getting better. It is getting better. But anyway, you guys, I wanted to, because I told you guys how it's been kind of hard for me to really get into these shows, but I do want to talk about them, so I'm gonna have to watch them. I just need to watch them more on time instead of playing catch up. But anyway, we're gonna talk about Married to Medicine. Bravo, you gotta do better. You gotta do better than this, Bravo. We need some real storylines on here, okay? So, the first person I want to talk about is, of course, get her out the way, Miss Quad. Um, Quad just cannot get over the fake and phoniness. Another thing is she thinks we're crazy because she thinks that most people believe in that love story she got going on with King, which absolutely no. They were not, no, no. He's on there basically because getting with her, and after they told him, what he would be doing, he thought he could handle it and he cannot handle it. But he got on there to really promote his business that I don't even know if it's a business anymore. But anyway, the show comes on with Quad in the pool. She just, every time she's filming, she got to look all glamorous. Like, we know your ass ain't in the water when ain't nobody there acting like that. All glamorous and laying back and rubbing your leg. And why you always bragging on your body, girl? Why are you always that? Is that all you have security about? Is your body? Talking about you ain't never seen a 44-year-old body like this, have you? Yeah, I have. How about a 70-year-old body? Girl, you ain't got it on like you think it is. You ain't got nothing else to brag about other than your body and your parties and your man that really ain't your man. And I have another question for you. All that time you was with um, your ex, you was not one bit concerned about having a baby. All you was doing was concerned about keep on making excuses why you wasn't gonna have a baby. You already said you didn't want to mess up your body, girl. Now, and that was you was in your 30s. Now you're in your mid 40s and you all enthused about a baby. Girl, yeah, you enthused because Dr. Jackie you said she's your doctor, so girl, I don't trust you or Dr. Jackie because Dr. Jackie is very wishy-washy. She changes from day to day. And going to Africa to find, I guess she was talking about a sperm donor. That's all I got out of that. You would go to travel to Africa to get a sperm donor. Girl, why are you making this like something you've been wanting to do forever and ever and ever? This is a fake storyline, plain and simple. Your so-called man just said in a confessional that this is what he been trying to dodge his whole life. So what do you think they're saying? That that he been trying to dodge, which means he don't want no damn kids. That's a fake storyline. He don't want to move with you. He says it's for ego reasons, and it's for he likes his space, which means he don't want to live with you, girl. Plain and simple. He don't want to live with you. It is not that serious. And this IVF, girl, and you out here having a party. You still out here partying and you ain't supposed to be drinking like that. And if you drink only, you shouldn't only drink, but maybe like probably a half a drink in a month's time. You're not supposed to be like drinking, going out partying, having a couple of drinks, and So people in doing IVF, especially in the beginning, that's not the thing to do. It's not a good thing to do to drink at all while you're going through IVF, let alone out there kicking it every weekend, maybe every night. I don't know how often you go out, girl, but I'm sure you go out a lot. You just seem like that's all you like to do is party and kick it and party and kick it and brag about how fine you are. And girl, stop. That's all I gotta say about her. All that king stuff is absolutely fake. So let's get to Dr. Jackie. It come on, Dr. Jackie's going to Simone's office. Simone's got a phone call from a patient, and she's giving instructions to the nurse on what she needs to do. And right while she's talking, Jackie enters and ask her, or how many, whatever she asked her about the patient. And I'm like, Miss Classy, that was kind of rude. She's talking to a client, and you interrupting asking medical business about the client. So does she think she's uh, the doctor of all times, or do she think that Simone is not going to give the right advice to her nurse, that she wanted to just be sure she knew what she was doing? Girl, Dr. Jackie Star, you so wishy-washy. And you kill me supposed to be Simone's best friend. And the only ones you think need to always, when it comes to Heavenly and Quad, Simone is always the one you think should be the bigger person when she's been the bigger person all the time. And I am sick of this storyline too. And I'm sick of Quad trying to squeeze them tears out when she's apologizing, her and Simone. They didn't apologize 10 times, and in them 10 times, Quad still didn't get no tears out. It been 10 different episodes with her doing all this crying about wanting to be friends and working it out. Girl, for the TV, squeezing her face and nothing comes out. And she dabbing it, nothing's coming out. So she is fake and phony. She is a big liar. She cannot be trusted, girl, because she would throw you under the bus in a heartbeat for something she thinks is better. So Dr. Simone, do you really think Jackie is your best friend? Because it seems like she's never going hard for you. She's always telling you to be the bigger person, and asking her, has she talked to so-and-so, or has she apologized for this and that? Heavenly's been the worst creature on that show from the beginning. Do you say the same thing to Heavenly? Because if you do, you don't show that very often on screen, on live TV. You never question Quad or Heavenly too much about what they do to anybody. You never protected or defended Toya against Heavenly and Quad, and they was absolutely rotten. And you went for those two every time. You just wouldn't say nothing at all. You wasn't gonna get in it, which is a bunch of bullshit, Dr. Jackie. So I don't know about Dr. Jackie. I try to like her in the beginning, but I don't know about her because she wishy-washy and she's kind of sneaky. And why in the hell why would she bring up the Toya and her husband thing? She brought it up, and then gonna act like, I guess everybody's crazy and forgot what really happened a few years ago with her husband. And the fact that it's on film, him grabbing Toya and pulling her down on his lap. And she's trying to make it look like Toya sit on his lap. No. Did you watch the clip? he pulled her down. She was standing up. He set up and grabbed her and pulled her down. So, and you seen him standing behind Heavenly with his hands on her hips. So, girl, bye. Ain't nobody crazy. We ain't forgot one doggone thing that we seen with your husband. And so you need to quit trying to blame it, talking about it portrays him to be something that he's not, when Toya said that he need to keep his hands off women. Well, he did at that time need to keep his hands off women. So what is your point? She said that's how he used to be. She didn't say he was still doing it. But anyway, girl, bye, Dr. Jackie. One thing I absolutely wanted to remember to say is I am happy for Scott and Contessa working on the marriages, blocking out all the heavenly crap that she kept putting on her show, telling business and making up lies and just dragging Contessa and Scott's marriage every day. Every day she got a chance. And I am so glad that you guys worked it out. You bought your own building, you paid cash, and now you doing your thing. You're just doing your thing anyway, but you're gonna really do your thing now. And I just hope you guys just keep on working on that marriage. Don't stop. Don't let that devil get in your way, because he will. Every chance he gets, he's gonna be there now. So you just guys just work hard together, love each other, and I hope you guys make it many, many more years. Okay, so now I want to get to, let's see here. Let's see here. Was it? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm having to look at some notes real quickly here. Oh, and again, I wanted to say, as far as Simone and Toya, why are you guys always hating on Toya when it comes to what she says to her husband? I think they're good together. They're funny to me. Her and Simone and her husband. I think they're both funny. I like the way they get along with their husbands. They get mad when they get mad, but but they can joke with them through, certain comments. They can joke with them, and everybody picks every little joking through a comment or something. They take that as, oh, they don't get along. They probably can't stand each other. No, that's what you're supposed to do. Sometimes that stops you from arguing. Joke about it and leave it alone. But I do really like how you guys act. Your house is beautiful, Toya. Girl, I know you in there having a ball, but you go, girl. Let them be hating on you. If you want to change houses 10 times, that's your business. That's you and your husband's business. Ain't nobody paying for not 1 month but you and him. And then I want to say about Heavenly. Girl, I know you think you got a lot of fools out there, girl, but do you really believe that your son had been arrested for a crime like that? We seen it on the news. You mean in these years, nobody has called you and said they seen that on the news? You're acting like daddy didn't tell you. And for how long? Was it 2 years? You acting like, yeah, because it's been a long time. So that you never want to talk about and act like somebody you heard just it was someone that could have been arrested with your last name, and it could have been your son. My son, blah blah blah. Girl, as loud and wrong as you are, as much as you drag and drag and drag everybody, you are a liar. You can't even talk about your own stuff. I guess that's why, because you got so much going on that you're trying to hide, that you just got to get in other people's business to keep them diverted from looking at what's really going on in your house. Your husband ain't have not kept that from you all this long, talking about he could handle it. No, that ain't that. No, there's no way that you didn't know that. We knew it. Your ass knew it. Okay, and talking about, girl, what? Heavenly, and then gonna get mad because what Toya said wasn't anything. She just didn't believe you wasn't coming to the party for the reason that you said you wasn't coming. She said that you have not missed a function, a party in the whole 12 years. So the only thing that could be in keeping you there was that news. And I believe her. Because you don't never miss nothing. You never give an opportunity to come and mess up somebody's shit. So, and I believe her. And wasn't nothing wrong with her saying that it wasn't a secret. Everybody knew it. Hell, I knew it. Excuse me, you guys. I just don't believe a thing Heavenly says. And girl, I don't know if y'all ever got this straight in your head or not about why she's a friend on the show. Because she, what did she say? Because she's going to be so busy with this, Lord have mercy, with this election she's running, this office she's running for. Lord help her. No, that ain't the reason why she's a friend. First of all, it took them 6 weeks to get her contract signed, to get an agreement on her contract. And that's because she wanted them to be able to film her. When first of all, she didn't even tell them until she had already decided to do this, and she hadn't even let Bravo know. But she expects them to decide, figure out some kind of way to film her all through her journey on this election, and they was not going to do that. They were not going to do that. And so that's why she don't have hardly no time on there, because they was not gonna film her. Like they said, it would have been too much money and too much time taken out of them trying to refigure stuff and she's not even worth the effort to do that. Keep her off as often as possible, and I'm sure the shows will go a lot more smoother, and we will enjoy them a lot more. Anyway, you guys, that's about all I have to talk about today on this subject, but I am not going to be gone for a long time anymore. I'm trying to work on something now, and have a great day. Enjoy your Sunday, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.